Last night, I found a brand new Faceless YouTube channel, and it's getting a ridiculous number of views. They only really started posting about a month ago. They pulled in almost 2 million views over the last 30 days. Based on the videos that I've looked at on their channel, it's clear that they didn't spend days making a video using some crazy high-end setup. This could be done in about an hour or less using just two free tools, ChatGPT and CapCut, and well, vidIQ as well, but that is optional in this case. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact structure that this channel could be using. I'll break down why it's getting this much views. Then I'm going to attempt recreating it step by step with the aim of publishing videos consistently and in order to give myself a real shot at results like this. And no, we're not copying videos, we're copying the system. Alright, here's the plan. I'm going to show you two channels. Channel 1, this channel grew fast because it makes videos on trends. Channel 2, this channel gets less views per video, but still almost hit that 1 million views over the last 30 days. That's because the amount of views each of these videos gets are consistent and the topic's interest lasts longer. And so after that, I'll show you the exact workflow to recreate one of these top performing videos from the idea all the way to the video upload using those free tools. Alright, channel 1. Even though the channel only has less than 10,000 subscribers, the last videos from just 4 days ago, 82,000 views, 24,000 views, next day, the day after that, 83,000 views, then 124,000 views from a video just 1 day ago. And here's the thing. They're not winning because every video is perfect. They're winning because they're picking topics that people already care about. And they care about them right now. Because right now we're in the middle of season 5. The final episode didn't launch as yet. And from just 4 days ago, if you can look at the titles, Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 2. All questions answered about the season finale, which did not come out yet. This is coming out tomorrow. And the one that was just 1 day ago stating they just saw Stranger Things finale episode. And in that last video's case, right before the season finale came out. So not only were these things trending topics, but the exact video idea and search term is what fans of the show were searching for at the time. And there are a lot of fans of this Stranger Things search term. Here, 16 million. Now if you notice on this channel here, all of the videos over the past week or so, actually over the entire month, each video is about the trend of Stranger Things Season 5. And it is working for them. It's getting a lot of views, all of their videos. But after Season 5 is complete and the season finale takes place tomorrow, then how relevant are all of these search terms? Like this last video here, I just solved Stranger Things finale episode. There is no need to solve anything if the episode came out already. You know what I mean? And now that brings me to this next channel. And this one is particularly useful because it shows another way to win. I know it doesn't look as viral per video, and it looks significantly different compared to the channel that we just looked at. But remember, over the past 30 days, this channel got almost 1 million views. And the reason behind that actually makes this one way more useful for beginners. And a channel like this one usually wins over time because the topics stay relevant longer. And each of these videos keeps getting views over time. Whatever little views, as they add up over time, all of them continues to get views. Less than 4,000 subscribers, but there are several videos that has over 100,000 views. The most recent one to blow up has almost 300,000 views. And so let's just analyze that quickly. Look at the title. This one says Vecna's entire plan explained. So it's usually tied to questions people keep searching for, not just a moment that disappears. Vecna's entire plan explained. Why did Will Byers get powers in Stranger Things 5? Now, based on what I've seen on some of these channels, not every channel needs viral hits. Making videos on searchable topics usually equals views that keep adding up over time. And what I've found is that this is the somewhat boring version, but it makes up the views over time. And by extension, the money. Now, if you're doing this too, you decide how you want to post, whether it's based on trends or evergreen. Based on what I've seen, these trend videos can perform quickly, but they can also drop off quickly. Evergreen videos, they usually take longer, but they can keep pulling views, and in many cases, go viral over time like this one right here. And so for a brand new channel that I'm working on, a simple plan is to post some trend videos for reach and post evergreen videos for stable views over time. And so next, I'm going to pick a proven topic using vidIQ. Then I'm going to show you how I'll adjust it into an original evergreen idea just like these. Now I'm going to use vidIQ here to find search terms that people are actually looking for this stuff as it relates to the show right now. So because I'm somewhat of a fan as well, I can search for things a little bit more specific. But even if I wasn't, I can use the tool and come here and look for things like related keywords, where there are things like different characters in the show now that people are really interested in. And with the two up arrows, you could see what people are extremely interested in because it's getting more views right now. So by hitting the view all 197 related terms, I can get some ideas from right here. Maybe navigate it by search volume. Vecna here, this is obviously a popular character. I can get questions here that people are searching for as it relates to Vecna. How was Vecna created? That can be an evergreen video right there. But I want to dig a little bit deeper because I think I can get a lot more search volume for something here. So let me just go back quickly and search for Stranger Things, which is broad, but by clicking the 300 matching terms, I would see the things that are getting the most searches right now. And I'm looking for terms that are not really based on like trends, something that viewers could look at even when the season is complete. And I think I found something. I'm seeing Stranger Things will, and I'm seeing that it has over 200,000 searches. So let me see how I can narrow this down into a search term that I could actually use in a title without using my brain too much. And I think I'm seeing something here already. Stranger Things will powers. So let me see if I search for this character name and powers, if it should be something related to that. So if I type Will Powers, Will Byers Powers, there we go. 247,000 searches per month. And I'm definitely going to be using that one. But also remember that I'm taking a proven topic and a video title for this and adding a fresh twist to make it original. And the search term that I just found is going to be very useful for that. Let me show you how. So over on this channel with the evergreen videos, I'll navigate to the popular videos and check which videos are fairly recent and see how I can merge that title with the keywords Will Byers Powers. This one doesn't really look too applicable. The most evil characters in Stranger Things. Why the Mind Flayer is so much worse than you think. I think this one could work. Maybe if I replace the Mind Flayer here, so instead of why the Mind Flayer, I would say why Will Byers Powers is so much worse than you think. I think that's it. That's the title. So there I have a highly searched term, Will Byers Powers, and I'm going to use it in a proven video title that was recent and turn this idea into somewhat original because it's definitely not going to be about the Mind Flayer. It's going to be about that other character in the show. And now that I have that, the next thing I'm going to do is create the script for the video. This is where I see a lot of people wasting hours. So I'm going to do it the lazy but smart way because I want a script like one of these. So first I would find some proven videos like these that I need to get some information from that is relevant to my video idea. And also to use a proven approach from one of these videos because having a good title or topic is not the only reason why the video did so well. It has to be a good video. And so this video here about the Mind Flayer is really good since it had really good views for the size of that channel. But the video wasn't about Will Byers Powers. Plus I won't want to be using too much from the same video. I'll see what else I can find from this channel as well as from some other channels. Also, I'll copy the keyword, search over on YouTube and find some of the really good performers, just like this one and this one. And how I'm going to do this is by grabbing some of these scripts from some of these videos that are relevant to the video that I'm going to be making. And I'm doing it like this because it's cleaner and you'll see why in a minute. But to actually do that, it's really simple. I'll open these videos up in a few different tabs. There's one on this channel about Will that I think is going to be very useful. I'm going to simply scroll down to get the transcript, copy the transcript, come over here in a brand new Google Doc, script 1, just doing this to separate what I'll be using, script 2, script 3, paste the one I just copied right here, grab those other two, here's your second one, go into the video, just hit show transcript, copy transcript, paste that one right here. Under script 1, let's get that last one. Same process. Show transcript, copy transcript, paste that. And that's enough information to work with. I would create the command right on top of here because I'm going to use this in ChatGPT shortly. I'd say something like, act like a viral YouTube script writer for Stranger Things theory channel. Now I'm making this up as we speak, so I would say something like, for the video titled Why Whale Buyers is So Powerful. I underline it here so that you know that this is a keyword that we're using. Dropped in the title there and saying to write a clean 1000 word engaging script that utilizes, but is not limited, of course, to the 3 video scripts that I shared. I want it to be really interesting, really good, so I added in to include a twist near the end to keep things interesting. And then I would just copy the entire thing, just like this, and paste it into a ChatGPT chat. For me, it's just way easier doing it like this instead of trying to edit that entire command right here into the chat. And let's see what we get. Of course, it's going to take a few seconds. Didn't have much instructions, but I did give it a lot of things to analyze. And just like that, this script is done. The entire script. So I'll just come to the end of this 1000 word or maybe longer script and hit copy. Drop this in another random tab because I'm really bad at organization. But at least I know it's there for easy reference. Now we turn the script into a voice in minutes. Time to open CapCut. In CapCut, head over to text to speech. Now all of the tools that I use in this video so far are in the description. So you can check them out if you want to try this along with me. Here's where I'm going to paste all of the text, but not all of them at the same time because then it just sounds weird. So I'm going to start off by just copying some of the text because I really found I get the best results by just copying a little bit at a time. So I'll take that, drop that right here. And this first voiceover, I think it sounded really good. So we'll go with this guy and then hit generate. And let's hear how that sounded. So I'll just paste this short amount of text here and then hit generate. And let's see how that first one sounds.
Hawkins is hiding a secret.
I think that sounds good so far. So I'll just continue this process, copying a short amount of text like this, pasting it there, generating, and when it's finished, I'll just hit this download button here. You get the point. And after I did that a few times, well, maybe a little bit more than a few times, but now that is over, now I'm going to grab the visuals, and I'm going to be doing that in a way that's fast and safe. The format for that is going to be easy because I'm going to be using screen recordings. I'm going to basically head back over to ChatGPT and tell it to find scenes for this entire script by providing links to actual clips on YouTube. And by doing it this way, I don't have to go through the entire script myself to find all of those clips or to find links to all of those clips. I'm just going to let ChatGPT do most of that work for me. As you can see here, what it's saying is that it's searching for corresponding clips on YouTube as well as the official teaser. So it's doing exactly what I don't really want to do, go on YouTube searching for the entire thing. That would just take too long. Now I have the entire scene, all of these different timestamps for the video, a quick description of what I should be looking for in the clip on YouTube. And not only that, but I have the actual link to the YouTube video. And so here's how I'm going to get all of these scenes for this video right here in CapCut and then grabbing them on YouTube. I'll come right up here in CapCut and hit record and I'll pause it. So technically, I'm not recording anything as yet. I'll work with the ChatGPT suggested shot list. Just for easy reference, I'll come to some of these right here. For example, this next one. In the scene here after about 40 seconds with phone and mom, I guess that's the cue. I'll just right click the link here, open in a new window. Where is the phone and mom? Looks like it's here. Make that full screen. Resume the recording in CapCut or the screen recording. Hit play on the YouTube video. I think I got enough from that clip, so I'll pause that and then pause the recording. Back into ChatGPT for the next clip. Joyce talking to lights cue. Drag that and drop this right here because we already have this big window open in the background. Joyce talking to lights cue. Let's navigate to that. Looks like it's right here. So I'll pause right here, resume the recording, and then press play. Pause again, back into ChatGPT for the next scene. Repeat the process, drag and drop it there. Will on the upside down. I think this first few seconds here is fine. resume the recording, resume the clip. Pause there, pause the recording. You probably get the idea by now, but I'll still repeat the process one more time. Will neck tingle cue after just about a minute. Drop that into there, switch at the beginning of this clip. So I need to pause it from there, resume the screen recording, and then hit unpause the clip. And now instead of hitting pause on the screen recording, I'll hit stop because I want to show you how we can actually get it into CapCut by hitting edit more. When I hit edit more, this is the entire clip. I'll just move this around to over here where I believe I need it from. But this is just to simply show you how you can do the screen recording and get it into CapCut easily. What I can quickly do here is cut out the parts that I don't need from the screen recordings that I just got, pulling the scene a little bit further to delete what I don't need. So from there seems fine. Click on top here to drag through the scene. Actually, I think I only need it from here. Move this around until we jump to the next scene and stop it to exactly where we need. So like right around here. And I'm going to use that cutting tool to stop right before that scene ends, right around here. Hitting B on the keyboard to get that tool, drop it there. Hit the letter A to switch back to the select tool and navigate to the beginning of this third clip. So I can click, hold, and drag across here now to the beginning of the scene that I want. And there's fine. And so I don't want to see those other two guys on the screen here. That is from an interview. So I'll stop right before that. Cut from there. Move forward. Let me make this full screen so you can see this entire clip. And now for the last scene that I grabbed. This is it. Move across right before there. That play button needs to leave the screen. Right. So right there. I can just come now over here and click, hold, and drag this across to this spot. Now we want to group these together by clicking, holding, dragging them across. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but I just don't know how to do that right now. And so now that I have several of the clips that I need, you can see by me scrolling across here how it looks. I have almost all of these clips I need for this, let's say probably about a minute of the YouTube video, but it doesn't line up perfectly with the voiceovers. I'm going to do that by listening to the voiceover and then finding the right clip to pull here. And this is in order now. So it's just a matter of looking at the clip and cutting out what I need or don't need from that clip, moving it to the right spot, the right position, and then cutting out what I need or don't need from it and moving on to the next clip, matching it with the voiceover below. So let me do this a little faster. And that is the process I'm going to repeat for the rest of the video, the next few minutes. After I have all of the clips lined up with the voiceovers, it's just a matter of adding some subtle background music. And I do that in a lot of the other videos on my channel that you could check out if you want like a step-by-step on that. And of course, when the video is finally finished, hit export, and that's it. So now you have the full blueprint. We studied these two channels. We picked a proven topic with vidIQ, scripted the video with ChatGPT. We did voiceover, screen recordings, and edits right here in CapCut. And now the only thing that is missing is doing this consistently. And so I'm going to post with this workflow for the next month or so. And of course, I'll be sharing the results once I make some progress on this channel. Right before that, I think you might be wondering why I even started this channel in the first place. Because it wasn't too long ago that I did. And I actually started it with trending YouTube videos. So check out that video next, where I break down exactly how it started.